Thank you, everybody. As he said, my name is Stephan Di Gally, and I'm pleased to be here to introduce you my company. And you saw some pictures before. And what do you think all these pictures have in common?
Previous one?
No, the ones I showed before. All of them were taken in Switzerland. And all of them are really nice places. But there is another common thing. In all of these places we already had events. And in the next few minutes I'll show you 3 trailers to prove this.
Fahr es paar Minuten, immer über
be able to do these events, it was quite a long way. The other way. And I will explain you a few steps of my career, because I think they influenced at the end a lot of this product. I was started as a chef. I made an apprenticeship in Switzerland, and after 3 years I started with the hotel management school in Lucerne. After I received the diploma, I got a job in a 5-star hotel in Bern, in the Bellevue Palace. At this time, this was a Swiss hotel, so I entered there into the Swissair group. After 3.5 years, different jobs in the Bellevue Palace. At the end, I was F&B manager. I went on to Cairo, and this was the catering company, ICS at the time. Later on, it became Gate Gourmet. It's the town where I met also Rudi. I was running 2 restaurants there, and we made also production for airline catering. Then it was a little bit too hot all the time in Cairo, and I had a job in Gate Gourmet Geneva, responsible for procurement and logistics. And I helped also to build up the supply chain management of the Gate Gourmet group. And 3 or 4 years later, I did the same job for the supply management for the whole Swissair group. So we built up the supply chain management, that all the different departments were buying together, that we could keep all the synergies. And then the last 3 years of the Swissair group, I was responsible for the in-flight product for Swissair and Sabina. It was a very interesting time, and we also were responsible for the loading of the airplanes and defining the product for all the 3 classes. Unfortunately, Swissair went down, and I lost my job, and I was happy to receive quickly another one, but only for 1 season. I was, director of all the restaurants on the boats on Lake Zurich for 1 season. So also there has also to do with gastronomy, but on the other hand as well with logistics. Then I was for almost a half year unemployed, because I didn't find a decent or an interesting, challenging job in Switzerland. And during a journey to Bali, you see the picture in the middle, I saw this street kitchen. And within a few moments, a kind of vision came up, and it was at the moment where I started to build up tuk-tuk catering system. Something very important is the logistics. In our case, each item has its place in the car, like in an airplane. Use all the space in the car to transport goods to the events. We have always the same handling for finger food, for main dishes, whether it's Mexican, Swiss, Asian, or Italian food. If we get to a location, it takes us around 1 hour to build up the infrastructure and to cook. And afterwards, the employee has really time for the guest. And all of this is detailed or in detail documented on our Tuk-Tuk Academy. sales and administration, also an important point. We have discussed it this morning on our table. We start already with detailed menus in the internet. So we have all our proposal in the internet, including prices. And we have a request form for the customer. So when he sends us a request, he already knows more or less what he wants. So afterwards, it takes us not more than 10 minutes to make an offer in our SAP Business One system to send it to the customer. What else? Sales. And with the articles, or every item we sell, we have an article in the SAP system, and there we included as well all the material and items we need later on to make the events. It means if we print out a delivery sheet, we can add this text. So we create for each event an own checklist what we have to take with us. Then procurement and production. As you can see, these are pictures from food we need per recipe, and you can see a lot of similar products in the Asian, in the Mexican, or in the Italian pasta type. So we try already at the base not to make the things too complicated. And here as well, the products are built up the same way. If we have, for example, finger food, there are always 2 to 3 items going in the steam, and one goes to the salamander. It's afterwards very easy for the staff to handle these products. Then another aspect is that for structured products, everything should be interlinked from the request to the bill, that you have really a seamless process, and not only a seamless or a well-organized production or a well-organized office, but everything should work together as well. Here, a little fun video to show you how to prepare the material for an event in 10 minutes. It will not take 10 minutes. All of this structured or organized product was the base that we can use tuk-tuk catering system as a franchise system, because there must be also enough added value for the franchisee. He has the whole process in hand, from cooking to making the event, because we have everything in our tuk-tuk academy. Each recipe, we have a school video, and we have a recipe calculator that everybody in the system will work the same way and has the same recipes. And therefore, it's also low complexity. One person is in the same time driver, cook and waiter, which makes it quite efficient. And with one truck, one person can serve up to 80 guests. For the time still, as a franchise system, it's quite young. We started 1 year ago. As an operation, it's already 10 years I'm working on it. For the time being, we have 3 locations, 2 franchisee and 1 location I'm doing by myself. And there are 7 to 8 more planned for Switzerland. And who knows, one day maybe we'll be in other countries as well.